Hi, I'm Mark Middlebrook, and I'm here in the Paul Marcus Wines warehouse. And in this segment, I'm going to talk about the different Rioja types based on aging requirements. As you can see, I've got 4 different bottles of Rioja, red Rioja here, representing the 4 different types I'm going to talk about. The first type is called joven, which means young in Spanish, and it indicates that it's a wine that doesn't have any particular aging requirements. In particular, no requirement to put the wine in oak barrel for any period of time. They can do the entire wine in stainless steel tank or any other vessel might have at hand in the winery. You often won't see joven on the label, but you can tell generally because it's a very recent vintage. This one is 2007. Albicor from Bodegas Altun. These are fresh, fruity, everyday wines that go great with a wide range of foods. They're not typically very complicated or very expensive, but they're very satisfying wines to drink. The next category, classification in terms of age, is called crianza, or if you're Spanish, you pronounce it crianza. Crianza is a Spanish word for raising something, whether it be a child, plant, something you want to foster and have grow well and turn into a good example of what it's supposed to be. And the aging requirements for Crianza Rioja are at least 2 years in total, and of that 2 years, there has to be at least 1 year aging in oak barrel. So the remaining year can be in the bottle, or the winemaker can choose to do a different split as long as it's a minimum of 1 year in oak. That time in oak and a little extra time in bottle gives the wine a little more complexity, often a little more spicy character. It just has time to develop, as you know, any good wine that develops will tend to take on more complex flavors and more length in the finish and so on. So a little more special occasion wine, but still often fairly affordable, and a really good example of what comes out, I think, of what people think of when they're drinking Rioja. The next category up is called Reserva, or reserve. Now, if you've bought wines from California, from France, you'll often see reserve printed on the label, or réserve on French wines. That has no legal meaning. The winemaker, the winery can choose to just stamp it on any bottle. They can choose to have it mean something for them personally, for their winery, or it can be just advertising. In Spain, on the other hand, reserva has legal meaning. In order to be able to put that on the label, the winemaker must age the wine at least 3 years in total, and of that 3 years, at least 1 of the years has to be in oak barrels. So think crianza, but more. You're getting generally more complexity, more spiciness, sometimes more of those leathery, gamey, earthy flavors that many people, including me, prize in Rioja. But still often not super expensive, still pretty good value. The top tier in terms of aging is called Gran Reserva, obviously meaning great reserve in Spain. These are, many people consider them to be the glory of red Rioja. The aging requirements are at least 5 years in total, and of that, a minimum of 2 years in oak barrel. In addition, for Gran Reserva, a good producer such as Lopez de Heredia, this wine's producer, will generally make Gran Reservas only in exceptional vintages, or in vintages where they get really good grapes. If it's a kind of okay to mediocre year, they typically won't produce a Gran Reserva and say put all the grapes into their regular Reserva and their crianzas. I personally love drinking all these styles of wines, have friends over for barbecue or whatever. These jovens just really go down really easily. They're fun, they're not expensive, they're uncomplicated. They do what good everyday red wine's supposed to do. The crianzas and reservas are nice dinner wines with meat or stews or cheeses, things where you want a little bit more complexity in the wine. And the Gran Reserva is a wonderful special occasion wine with great friends, where you really want to enjoy a wonderful, wonderful bottle. Like this one.